When you're deciding which foreign language to learn, it can be a good idea to know which are the most used languages on the internet. Not only will this help you get a sense of how you can use this target language, but it can also be a hint as to whether you'll be able to find a variety of quality learning online resources. There are two ways to measure the use of languages on the internet, and in this video you'll find out about that and learn about the most popular languages online. As I've just mentioned, there are two ways to measure the use of languages online, and one of them is by analyzing how much content is available in our cyberspace in each given language. According to statistics by W3Techs, English is the leading language on the internet. I know this isn't terribly surprising, as English, after all, has been an international lingua franca for many years. Plus, it's the language that was used to create the internet in the first place. So exactly, what percent of the internet is in English? More than half. About 60% of all content published online is in English. And for this reason, many people who are not native English speakers still seek out English web pages for convenience. Maybe English isn't your first language and you relate to the scenario. Although English is spoken in many countries, there are only 360 million native English speakers. In comparison, there are about 950 million native Chinese Mandarin speakers and 492 million native Spanish speakers. Therefore, you might assume that Chinese would be the second language in this list and Spanish the third language, as we tend to think that the internet is a microcosm that reflects the world at large. But you'll see that the demographics don't quite match up. Chinese Mandarin, the second most spoken language in the world, doesn't even appear in the top 10 content languages list. But actually, the position to second place goes to Russian. This is due in large part to Runet. Do you know what Runet is? The Russian-speaking online community. It's also worth noting that Russian is not only the native language of Russia, but also of many of the countries that made up the former Soviet Union. The next languages on this list in order are German, Spanish, French, Japanese, Portuguese, Italian, Persian, and Polish. And these make up the top 10. Did this ranking surprise you? Because I admit, it surprised me. Has your native language been mentioned in this list? If it has, let me know in the comment box below and tell me in which position it has been placed in this ranking. And if your native language hasn't been mentioned, then also leave me a comment and tell me which is your native language. I'd love to find out. And also, while you're there, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, you can do that too. That will help us to continue producing more useful videos like these. Thank you. Back to the topic at hand. Recent trends show that English will not always hold the majority of online content. And this may be related to the second way we measure the use of languages online. If we analyze the number of speakers of a given language, the top 10 most used languages online are a much closer representation of our global population. Let's take a look at this infographic that shows the number of internet users by language. English, again, makes it at the top of the list, leaving China just a step behind. We have English in first place due to the United States combined with India being two of the largest English-speaking countries in the world. Some languages are more popular than others, but it's interesting to see how the use of a language online doesn't always reflect its prevalence on a global scale. For example, Hindi is the third most spoken language by population, but it doesn't make the list of the top 10 most used languages on the internet. As access continues to grow among Chinese, Arabic, and Hindi speakers, online content will begin to reflect the global population more closely. Let's talk a bit about Chinese. With more than 1.35 billion speakers, it only makes sense that this language figures so prominently on this list. In 2021, China was the country with the highest number of internet users. Yet, despite the fact that the language is spoken by 14.3% of the global population, only about 1.4% of the 10 million largest sites are in Chinese. In third place, we have Spanish. Believe it or not, there are more than 700 million Spanish speakers in the world. A little over half of them are native speakers. And internet connectivity is increasing too. The percentage of native Spanish speakers with access to the internet is projected to increase steadily in the coming years. And finally, let's mention Arabic in fourth place. As far as the internet was concerned, Arabic was a minor language until fairly recently. In 2015, it didn't even rank on the listing of the top 10 languages used online. And in 2013, only 37% of Arabic speakers had internet access. Today, it's one of the top 5 in this ranking, and there are more than 200 million Arabic-speaking internats around the world. As time goes by, more content in different languages becomes available online. Therefore, more voices and perspective will be heard. And I like to think that this is a positive outlook, not only for language learners, but for humanity in general. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye for now.
If you learned something new from this video, give it a thumbs up. Then, hit subscribe and turn on your notifications. Have a look around our channel for more hacks and tips. And if you're watching on another social media platform, like or follow our page. See you next time.